Good morning, everyone. So I woke up this morning at the inn at Gore Bay, or the Gore Bay Inn, and it was so peaceful. Beautiful, peaceful morning. Now at the airport, and everyone's starting up. They're doing the run-ups. We're getting ready to fly from Gore Bay to Sault Ste. Marie. It's only about an hour in the air for me, although for some of the planes we're flying with, less than half an hour, maybe 20 minutes. So it's not a big flight today, but we had a great time here last night in Gore Bay. Had a big dinner, all the pilots together. Tonight we're having a party at the Bush Plane Museum in Sault Ste. Marie. So I'm going to get in the plane, we'll get run up, and we'll get out of here. You good?
Yep.
Can you hear?
Yep.
Okay, so we'll taxi out. General plan is we're just going to fly along the island like that.
Perfect.
Okay.
Good.
I'm not going to go probably about the same as we did yesterday, 3,500 feet.
Okay.
Heading to 2,500 feet.
Gore Bay traffic, Foxtrot, Mike Victor Uniform, backtracking 05, Gore Bay.
For traffic in Gore Bay, be advised there is a Challenger on an approach inbound. He's about 7 miles out, I think now.
Thank you. Looking for traffic.
Very large.
Inbound Challenger for Gore Bay. This is Foxtrot, Mike Victor Uniform. What's your time of arrival?
And Gore Bay, Challenger, Charlie Golf, Mike Tango Bravo. We're 13 miles southeast, just leaving 4,700. We're showing landing in 7 minutes.
Copy that. Foxtrot, Mike Victor Uniform, backtracking 29 for takeoff straight out Gore Bay. Gore Bay traffic, Foxtrot, Mike Victor Uniform, rolling on 29, straight out departure to Sault Ste. Marie, Gore Bay. Gore Bay traffic, Foxtrot, Mike Victor Uniform, clear of runway 29, straight out departure towards Sault Ste. Marie, Gore Bay. Gore Bay traffic, Foxtrot, Mike Victor Uniform, 5 miles to the west, switching to en route, Gore Bay.
Gore Bay, Mike Tango Bravo is clear 29, taxi 05 off of the apron.
So today in the plane is Christine. You work with Hope Air.
I do, yes.
Your social media, and what is your title?
So my official title is Senior Digital Marketing Coordinator. So I work on our social media channels, newsletters, website updates, some design items, writing copy, wear a lot of hats in my role.
And this is only, what, your third time in a small plane?
Yes, my third time in a small plane.
Doing quite well. I'm leaning the engine. We've just gotten to cruise altitude, 3,500 feet today. It's pretty smooth here, which is nice. Smoky and overcast. So there's an overcast layer above us, and what we're seeing in front of us is just smoke. And it's only going to get worse, I think. So you create a lot of the digital assets then, all of the social media stuff.
I do, yes.
And you're capturing everything on this trip for...
I am, yeah. We use it a lot. in our social posts. We're hoping to use it in some of our patient videos that we do as well, to capture some of the communities where they travel in for care from. So that's what I'm doing on this expedition this year.
So is it? I know that this trip is about raising money and raising awareness. Is it awareness amongst patients that you're trying to raise, amongst caregivers, I would imagine as well, and levels of government for support? Is that like, is it? It's awareness across the board.
Awareness across the board, yeah. Donors included in that as well. Anyone who feels that what we do resonates with them. We tend to see people giving during those times as well.
Because living in downtown Toronto, or playing in downtown Toronto, a lot of my friends have no clue that this service even exists, or that this need even exists.
Exactly.
You live in a big city, and you can, drive to the hospital or walk to the hospital if you're close. The idea that you live somewhere that's 12 hours from where the care is given is unfathomable to a lot of people. And that's the gap that this charity is trying to fill. And I thank all of you for helping out. Thank you very much. So this is a massive gravel pit here.
Oh.
And that is probably a ship coming in. The ships come in that channel.
Oh, okay.
And they fill them with gravel, and then they take the gravel to wherever.
Interesting.
Hello, Wings Group. This is Wings 8. I was looking for Wings 10 and 20, my fellow float planes. Are you airborne?
So in the next 20 minutes, we'll cross in and out of Canada and the United States.
Cool.
Probably 4 times.
Cool.
So this island's Canada, that one's the United States.
Okay.
And then the next island is Canada, and then the one after that is the United States. It snakes back and forth through the islands here.
Oh, interesting.
I'm going to do some turns. Do you want to do some turns?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me if you're not okay.
Okay, I will.
Okay. You okay?
Yeah, good.
Okay.
Do you think you'll complete your IFR soon, or what's the plan?
I'm gonna stay out in Manitoba.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna go to a school out there. So I've got about 2 weeks before I have to be back in Quebec City.
Oh, cool.
I'm gonna stay there and I'm gonna try and complete it. And if I don't complete it in the 2 weeks, I'll come back out at the end of July.
Nice.
Going out to this place in Steinbach, Manitoba. I'll sleep at the airport in a trailer.
Yeah.
and just get up every morning and fly.
Yeah.
And, I've got an instructor who will be with me every day until it's done.
Nice.
So I'm hoping that It'll make the plane so much more usable.
Yeah.
Sault Ste. Marie Information Echo. Weather at 14000. Wind calm. Visibility 10 miles. 9,700 scattered. Ceiling 11,000 broken. 14,000 broken. 16,000 overcast. Temperature 15. 2.12. Altimeter 3004. Approach RNAV runway 30. Landing and departing runway 30. Flow control in effect for aircraft landing Toronto Pearson Airport. Inform ATC that you have information echo.
Sioux Tower, Foxtrot, Mike Victor Uniform.
Foxtrot, Mike Victor Uniform, Sioux Tower.
Sioux Tower, Foxtrot, Mike Victor Uniform, Cessna 172, currently over Alvis at 3,500, inbound for landing, last departed Gore Bay.
Mike Victor Uniform, Sioux Tower, squawk 5300, runway 30, wind 260 at 3, altimeter 3004, cleared straight in, report 5 final.
Squawk 5300, cleared 30 straight in, report 5 miles, Mike Victor Uniform.
Alpha Whiskey Tango, Sioux Tower, squawk identified, runway 30, wind 260 at 3, altimeter 3004, cleared right base, runway 30, report established, you're identified 2,600 feet.
Cleared right base, runway 30, report established, Golf Alpha Whiskey Tango.
Alpha Whiskey Tango, Sioux Tower, be advised, I should be able to get you a couple circuits in, but we will have another 12 aircraft inbound shortly, so just to be advised, I may have to land you at some point.
That's us.
Yeah.
Understood. I'm planning one low and over and then a full stop, if available. Golf Alpha Whiskey Tango.
Alpha Whiskey Tango, Sioux Tower, yeah, that'll be no problem at the moment. Report on the base, please.
Alpha Whiskey Tango.
Okay, so
That's
Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan.
Okay.
That's the Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan Airport. If you can see the strip going there.
Yeah, I can.
Across the river, that's Sault Ste. Marie. That's Canada. We're over Michigan right now. We're in the United States.
Oh, wow.
And then straight ahead is the airport.
Nice.
Oscar Subran, taxi Bravo, cross runway 30, Charlie, back to the college. Alpha Whiskey Tango, Sioux Tower, change of plans from your present position direct to threshold, please. I have traffic at 7 miles final. Wind 280 at 3, cleared low approach runway 30.
Okay, so there's a plane coming in ahead of us.
Yep.
Out here
Clear
somewhere.
for a low approach, runway 30, Alpha Whiskey Tango. And say again, please, for
I can't
Alpha
see
Whiskey
him.
Tango, how to join the circuit.
Alpha Whiskey Tango, Sioux Tower, from your present position direct to threshold, please. There is traffic 7 miles final, so just give you a little bit more space.
Direct to threshold, runway 30, Alpha Whiskey Tango.
Mike Victor Uniform, Sioux Tower, you're number 2. You're following Cirrus traffic. They're on a wide right base right now, just above the U.S. shoreline. They're headed direct to threshold for a low approach.
Looking for traffic, Mike Victor Uniform.
Mike Victor Uniform, Sioux Tower, that traffic you're following is just about to turn a short final from the right base.
Looking for traffic, Mike Victor Uniform. Still no visual.
Victor Uniform, Sioux Tower, roger, continue number 2, spacing is all good.
Mike Victor Uniform, thank you. Obviously, we're coming into land. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Seatbelts on, doors locked, we're good. There is still an aircraft in front of us that
Could it be that over there?
No, he's like right in front of us.
Oh, okay.
Which is crazy because I can't see him. Can you?
No.
And Tower says our spacing is still good. He's not landing. He was going to go low and over.
Okay.
Mike Victor Uniform, Sioux Tower, wind 290 at 4, clear to land runway 30.
Cleared 30, Mike Victor Uniform.
Our Golf Alpha Whiskey Tango on the left downwind, runway 30, and do I have time for a touch and go?
Alpha Whiskey Tango, Sioux Tower, yeah, we can do a touch and go, no problem. Continue number 1, traffic on the runway.
Number 1, Golf Alpha Whiskey Tango.
Uniform Sioux Tower, exit right at Bravo, taxi Bravo into the apron, monitor ground frequency 121.7 when off.
Right into the apron, monitor ground went off. Mike Victor Uniform. 11:15.
So that's the last of our crew coming in. Let's see if I can get focused. This thing doesn't want to focus on me. Anyway, so that's the last of our crew coming in. It's about an hour flight from Gore Bay for me. I know the float planes went and did some splashing around. They had some fun on their way over. Really like to get a flight in that beaver. Anyway, we're here at JD Aero, and so we're all lined up. We're having a bit of a bash inside this afternoon to raise awareness, and then tonight we're going over to the Bush Plane Museum to do some more of that and have a concert. We've left the Sault Ste. Marie Airport, had a great event this afternoon, lots of kids crawling all over the airplanes, and they loved the airplanes until the fire truck showed up. Fire trucks apparently beat airplanes. Anyway, we've moved on. We're now at the Bush Plane Museum here in Sault Ste. Marie, and I'm standing in front of a CL-215, and you can tell it's a 215 because it has a rotary engine. The ones that are flying today are mostly 415s, which is this exact same airplane, updated with a turbine engine. And I'm standing in front of a firefighting plane because it's a bit of foreshadowing. I'm looking at the smoke reports, I'm looking at the fire reports. We've done a couple of briefings with all of the other pilots, and we're kind of a little trepidatious about following through on a route because of the smoke. Because there's vast areas of northern Ontario and into Manitoba that are closed off to aircraft because they're doing aerial firefighting in those areas. And I don't want us flying around in there. We're totally understood. People are being evacuated, and there's a shortage of hotel rooms in a couple of the places that we're going to be staying. And some of us are thinking that it would be a good idea to give up our hotel rooms to people that really need it. They've been evacuated, their homes are burning, their town is burning. Give them the hotel room. So tomorrow's a down day for us here in Sault Ste. Marie, and I am seriously thinking about bugging out and leaving early to beat a little bit of weather and then take a different route to get to Winnipeg. Once again, weather and fire is affecting this trip. Once I get my IFR, though, it won't be as much of a problem. Anyway, here we're having a party. There's a bunch of people hanging out. There's a little gathering. There's a stage set up over here, and there will be a band come out later playing. If I don't get to talk to you again, thanks for coming along on this trip. Come on back for the next episode and find out what I do. Thanks for stopping by. See you again soon.
Okay, and I'm not sure if you can tell, but visibility at altitude is pretty bad. I'm thinking I can see grounding 5 miles in front of me. So that's on slant range, but 5 miles in front of me. I had filed for 3,500. I'm going to stay at 3,000. I had filed a flight plan that was going to take me directly to Wawa Airport and then over. And I've decided that for this first little bit, I'm just going to follow the coastline of Lake Superior. It's going to be longer for me to fly, but in this smoke, in this haze, over water, there is no horizon. So I'm going to follow the coastline until I get a little bit inland, and then once we're inland, I'll punch back to the purple line and let the autopilot do its work. I'm confident in the autopilot, but you know, I want that horizon. I want VFR. I need that horizon. And we're pretty much on our own out here, completely on our own. Since I don't have a passenger survival bag, is in the right seat. Head on a swivel this morning. Head on a swivel. Out here, there's no need. You don't have to have a radio, and you don't need to have ADSB. And there could be people bombing around out here.